Hi, I'm Olivia, and this is Brandon and Gina. And the charitable organization that our group that you should consider donating to is Alex's Lemonade Stand, which is for childhood cancer. The proceeds go to children who are battling cancer, and the organization got started in 2005 after a 4-year-old young girl, Alexandra Scott, was battling neuroblastoma cancer and wanted to find a way to raise money to help find a cure for childhood cancer. She started a lemonade stand to raise money, and the money goes directly to Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation for childhood cancer research. Unfortunately, in 2004, she passed away, but the foundation carries on Alex's goal of raising money to help find a cure for childhood cancer. The issue and problem is childhood cancer, and Alex's Lemonade Stand is a charitable organization with the profits going towards children that are battling cancer. Their mission is to change the lives of children with cancer through funding impactful research, raising awareness, supporting families, and empowering everyone to help cure childhood cancer. And their vision is a cure for all the children who are battling this disease, and that was stated on the website Alex's Lemonade Stand in 2005. So the issue is childhood cancer, and the problem is that childhood cancer research receives less than 4% of the National Cancer Institute's annual budget, and that was also stated on the website Alex's Lemonade Stand in 2005. The need is that childhood cancer research needs to receive more money. They do not receive the same amount of funding or donations as other cancers, such as cancers that affect adults, like breast cancer, which is why the survival rate is not as high. So to put this into perspective, childhood cancer research funding is as low as $30 million annually, while breast cancer research receives up to $843 million, including the Pink Ribbon organization, which is so big. In addition, the 5-year survival rate for breast cancer is higher than the 5-year survival rate for childhood cancer. The 5-year survival rate for childhood cancer is 80%, while breast cancer is 90%, and that was stated in the article U.S. Childhood Cancer Statistics in 2014. So with more money funded for research, more treatments can be provided, which can save more children. And with more research, there is hope for finding a cure. The problem is very important because it is a nationwide problem that affects all children regardless of their race and gender. It is the #1 cause of death amongst American children, and every 3 minutes a child with cancer is diagnosed somewhere in the world. More than 40,000 children undergo cancer treatment each year. However, 12% of the children that are diagnosed with cancer will not survive. But the ones that do survive face later health problems such as heart damage, lung damage, infertility, and several more, and that was also stated in the article U.S. Childhood Cancer Statistics in 2014. So the people that are affected by the problem are children aged from birth to 19 years old, which is the #1 disease killer of children. Also, every year, about 15,780 children between the ages of birth and 19 years old are diagnosed with cancer, and 1 in 285 children in the U.S. will be diagnosed before their 20th birthday. And that was also in the article U.S. Childhood Cancer Statistics in 2014. So cancer is a disease caused by an uncontrollable division of abnormal cells in part of the body. And childhood cancer is cancer that occurs in children aged from birth to 19 years old, and that's also known as pediatric cancer. And examples of childhood cancer include leukemia, lymphoma, and neuroblastoma. So again, the problem is childhood cancer, and that is not funded enough money, which affects the 5-year survival rate. Childhood cancer can affect any child regardless of their ethnic background, gender, socioeconomic status, and it affects children aged from birth to 19 years old. It can occur on any part of the body at any given time, and some cancers even begin when the child is still in the mother, such as Wilms tumor and retinoblastoma. However, the history of childhood cancer shows that the number of diagnosed cancer causes has not declined in almost 20 years, but their survival rate has increased by 70%. And that was in the article Childhood Cancer Statistics in 2018. Some children just randomly develop cancer for no reason, but there can be risk factors that contribute to the cause. So the problem, childhood cancer can affect children's emotions, and it can affect them physically and mentally. The physical problems that cancer can cause include fatigue, nausea, pain, and loss of appetite. The mental problems that it can cause include anxiety, which leads to panic attacks and anxiety attacks, stress, anger, sadness, disbelief, and fear, and that was in the article Managing Daily Life in 2016. So for what is causing the problem, some causes include that childhood cancer can be caused by environmental risk factors like radiation exposure. Parental exposures like smoking can also increase the risk, and changes in DNA and gene or acquired mutations can also influence a child's risk. For example, cancer can be caused by DNA changes that turn on oncogene genes and turn off tumor suppressor genes. However, the causes are random with no for sure cause, and that was by American Cancer Society editorial team in 2016. And for what is causing the causes, the environment can be causing cancer from radiation exposure. Parents can be causing cancer by smoking around their children or smoking while pregnant or doing other things while pregnant, like drinking or taking drugs, which contributes to a DNA change or gene-acquired mutations. However, there is no for sure specific reason for the cause of cancer or what is causing the causes.
So for some potential solutions, childhood cancer is a huge crisis throughout the world. Such a powerful disease like this can be extremely debilitating for all parties involved. Luckily, there are some great solutions to these problems, and we'll discuss a few of those shortly. There are many wonderful organizations that create awareness and attempt to raise money to help those affected. These organizations are some of the best lines of support for these hurting children, assisting them along the way on the road to recovery. Cancer treatment comes at such an expensive price, and without the help of support organizations, some families simply can't afford the costly hospital bills that cancer demands. The big looming problem here is that childhood cancer research is highly overlooked by other cancer research, such as those that support breast cancer, as Olivia mentioned previously. The funding is very disproportional, and it shows by the low survival rates of children with cancer. Support organizations are a great source of financial aid for the victims, however, only when they receive the proper recognition. It's time that childhood cancer organizations are moved to the forefront. There are many great organizations that help to provide aid to children affected by cancer. Each has their own personal ways of conducting business, but they all have one thing in common: curing childhood cancer. Some of the most popular organizations that support childhood cancer: Alex Stand Foundation, which is the organization that we're discussing today, National Children's Cancer Society, Peer Search, American Childhood Cancer Foundation, Alliance for Childhood Cancer, Coalition Against Childhood Cancer, and there are several others. And you can find this in the article PED-ONC Resource Center in 2018. ALSF, or Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation, was created in 2005 by the parents of young Alexandra Alex Scott, after her life was ultimately taken by cancer. The goal of this organization has been, and will continue to be, improving the lives of children with cancer through financial aid, raising awareness, family support, and empowerment. ALSF is a national fundraising movement. This organization provides free resources to affected families, including coverage for travel expenses, as well as several support programs. All of this information can be verified by simply visiting the website alexslemonade.org, which also includes a ton of childhood cancer facts. So a little story about Alex and how this organization began. This wonderful organization all began with one front yard lemonade stand. Shortly before Alex's first birthday, she was diagnosed with neuroblastoma. Doctors told Alex's parents that if the cancer didn't kill her, she would potentially never have the ability to walk. Despite those claims, Alex never lost hope. She promised her parents that she would open a lemonade stand when she was released from the hospital in hopes to help raise money for other children battling cancer. By age 4, Alex held her promise and began her first childhood cancer fundraiser. After only 1 year of starting the lemonade stand, Alex had raised an incredible $2,000. People quickly caught on and showed an unwavering amount of support, ultimately helping Alex raise an incredible, even more incredible, $1 million. Alex's family made a commitment to carry on her legacy, and today the ALSF organization has raised upwards of $150 million, funding hundreds of innovative research projects.
To best show support for Alex's Lemonade Stand, the founders all started social media networks to spread the word about donating to the cause. Made Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, LinkedIn pages, all supporting the foundation. Also by having a tour where many Alex stands are set up across this country, help awareness of the cause. Another way to support the foundation is to have Alex stands set up in children's hospitals or in hospitals in states to show that someone is fighting along with us. This will be very beneficial to the organization because the support will grow and by placing the stamp where they can. Restrictions against to start a business. Every business needs money to begin the entrepreneurship journey. Getting a hold of it in the first place would be a setback on the company's future endeavors. Another restriction is getting to your hands throughout the day. People who would donate their free time to something that they would not get paid for as a part of the plan. But once the reason is explained, it should make sense. Lastly, there are laws pertaining to the sale of. This would be a major. This is where the foundation is. But every business is to push through all of it and get to the goal. Overall, Alex is a charitable organization that has childhood cancer research, finding a cure to cancer. Unfortunately, childhood cancer does not receive nearly as much funding or cancers do, which is why the funding is not as high as breast cancer. However, if it did receive more treatments would be possible, help save the lives of more. Also, with funding, there would be more. With more research, there is a chance of finding a cure to cancer. So you should consider donating to help save a child's life for thousands. The only way childhood cancers will receive more funds is, and many people donate to others, like Pink Ribbon. This is one reason why funding for research and why the 5 years rate is higher. So donate to help to save children and hopefully find a cure.